Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, I got up really early this morning because I called Mr. Treacher, Arthur Treacher, last night to thank him. Well, yesterday, to thank him for the ORs, and he paid off a almost $2,000 bill to himself, basically. Once he found out that Long John was sticking me with it. He's an awesome guy, real freaking tall, got a British accent. You know, I never thought I'd ever work for a Brit, but you know, he seems to be a really nice guy. So this morning, he wanted to get started at 5 o'clock. So I had to drive all the way to Warren. That was the bad part. Warren's about an hour and a half, 2-hour drive. So I got right to bed real early last night. I got up at 2 o'clock in the morning to get showered and get ready and get over to Warren. And I met him about 20 minutes till 5. You know what he wanted to do at 5 o'clock? Take me out to eat. Went to breakfast. Not at his one of his places, but actually McDonald's. Went to McDonald's and had breakfast. It wasn't that bad though. He sat and joked around with me and stuff. Talked about, you know, he'd been watching my videos quietly. I don't know why he never comments, but anyway, he kind of sympathized with me. He's a real cool guy, and he basically hired me. I got a job there, and he wanted to after breakfast. He wanted to do orientation, he called it, and he took me out on the same boat that I harpooned. And it actually isn't a company boat; it's his yacht. He's got a yacht, and he fools around on the yacht. He took me out on the yacht, and he says, "Well, you'll be doing the same thing off of your boat for me," he says. So you know what we did? There was no big rope nets. There was no harpoon cannon, or no harpoon trebuchet or catapult. You know, there was no big long ropes with a bunch of hooks on them to bait. You know what it was? We each got 2 fishing poles, fishing rod and reels, and we casted them out and went fishing like you'd go fishing on your own boat for pleasure. And he said, "That's how you're going to do it." Well, I'm thinking I ain't going to make much money, but he assured me that he'd take care of me, I'd be all right. So I'm just kind of putting my trust in him. But I'll tell you what, I had some good fun this morning. And I told him, well, I need to get back, you know, I want to work on my boat. You know, I don't want to rush you or nothing. And he's like, "Oh, I totally understand." He comes and looks at it. And all I've been doing so far is I've been putting the leak proofing in it. Well, all this is Flex Seal. You've probably seen the commercials on TV. Flex Seal. It's like a rubberized paint. And where you see there's the original bottom. Well, there's nothing there to leak. But up here you have pop rivets going across here. So everywhere where there's pop rivets or close to pop rivets, instead of replacing them all, I just put Flex Seal there. Because I want to, if you took that apart and tried to replace them all, it'd take a long time. Even if you just did one at a time. If you do one at a time, it's still going to leak. That's part of the thing. But anyway, he said, "You ain't going to paint that blue, are you?" And I said, "Yeah, I was going to. Actually, I was going to paint the bottom brown and do this trim in blue." He says, "You know, that's Long John Silver's color." I said, "Yeah, but that's who I thought I was going to be working for. So that's the paint I bought." He says, let me take you to the store." And he takes me to the hardware store, and he buys me this green paint. He says, "This is the color green that you want to use, but you can use any shade of green. You can use any shade of yellow, but," he said, "never use blue and yellow." And I thought, well, that's weird, you know, that he says that. Well, he says, "You can use blue and white or blue and gray, but you can't use blue and yellow." And I'm thinking, you really hate Long Johns, don't you? But actually I found out Long Johns has a patent on that color. if you're a seafood shop, you ain't allowed to use that color. He'll sue you. I'll tell you what, I'm glad I ain't working for them no more. Oh, but anyway, he says he don't really care what color it is, but I just can't paint it Long John Silver's colors, or I could wind up getting sued. And he said, believe me, they will sue you. They don't care if you got 2 cents or $2 million. Well, hell, I learned that lesson yesterday, day before yesterday. Oh, geez. But anyway, yeah, there's where we are so far. He got me my paint, and I'm going to start painting it real soon. I want to make sure that that my sealer's dry. I think I told you, that's Flex Seal. It comes in black, white, or clear. I don't know if the clear is paint overable. I know the white and black is. Of course, you know, probably depends what kind of paint you're using. So I'm going to use enamel, so I hope it works well. Well, hopefully we can get right to work here, and we'll show you how it looks maybe after it's done, if it's not so bad that I'm ashamed of it. Well, there it is. So far, so good. The olive drab on the bottom and back, and the Long John Silver's yellow on the sides. Seriously thinking about changing that.